Welcome back, my little lambs. This is going to be the end of the crater investigation mission. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to pull it off, so I didn't bother trying to record this run that I was doing, but I ended up managing to take out all the enemy mechs and only had a couple of turrets left, so I started recording. So basically I'm just going to sit here and kind of explain how things ended up going down. For this mission, you can see that there was a lot of different mechs. I was using all the Warhawks. I chose an Executioner for myself, but that got taken out, so I took over one of the Warhawks, and that's what I was able to use to go ahead and finish things out. After we get through this little thing here, we'll get into the after battle report screen, and I'll talk a little bit about some of the upgrades that I did to my teammates and the mechs.
Union has powered down and surrendered. The field is currently clear, but I have no eyes on the subterranean structure. Requesting elemental support.
Acknowledged, Cobalt. Hold the position and keep sights on all exit points. Dispatching a star of elementals to your position now. If any rats are hiding in their holes, we will flush them out. I doubt they are much of a threat anymore. I guess we'll just sit tight till relieved.
Okay, so as you can see, the Gargoyle and the Executioner are repaired fairly good. We managed to unlock a lot of stuff for the Warhawk. We got some really good chassis milestones, so that's given us some good mech XP. So we'll be going into the chassis upgrade section and focusing on a lot of upgrades for there, and that's going to, help greatly. A lot of people like to focus on unlocking all the different Omnipod configurations, which can be a good thing if you're the kind of person that likes to play around with your mech configuration. Me personally, I've always enjoyed upgrading the mechs that way. We almost have everything we need for armor reduction of 3, and we'll definitely be able to get it as soon as we can complete the next mission, but we want to go here and look for some other things that we can select. Heat capacity and cooling is something that we haven't really been focusing on too much, so these might be good things for us to go ahead and get, because we're going to have some extra XP to finish out things. So anything that you haven't done already, I would look for low level stuff. If you've got extra XP that is going to be generated during a mission, you don't want to let that go to waste. At least try and select something that's going to soak up some of the XP that's generated. So we're going to look around through here and check a couple of things, but I'll probably stick with stuff that's like 250 XP, 5 or 700 XP. We'll pick a couple of things and then we'll move on. Okay, so this is just a quick look through. We got some good XP from completing the mission. We're going to level up some more things. If you need to see what was going on here, pause the screen, and you'll be able to see all the different skills and everything I was leveling up, and all the different mech affinities I was using for everybody. This is what I was spending all my time playing the Simpod for was upgrading of the skills and the affinity bonuses. And that's what helped me finally get everybody strong enough to where, they were able to handle of fighting and everything. And of why I was able to finally, after so many tries and so many weeks of failing, beat this one mission. The mission that we unlocked after it was a little bit of a pain in the butt. It took several tries to get past that, but I did. So that's going to be part of the video next week. It's a bit of a long one, so I'm going to have to cut it up into pieces. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'll do the intro for that mission at the end of this video coming up in a few seconds. And then next week will be me going ahead and doing the mission. So we're just checking the things that got finished, and we're going to go and take a look at the new thing called Local Invasion.
Cobalt, the Watch has finished its evaluation of the dropship your star secured at the Anthill. They have revealed that these mystery raiders are the 5th Amphibian Light Assault Group, known Combine Associates. Demi Presenter, enlighten us on who these amphibians are.
The 5th Alag are mercenaries that fell deep into debt during the First Succession War, becoming permanently indentured to the Combine state. For the past few centuries, they have been a dumping ground for other mercs that have become indebted to House Kurita in one way or another.
I thought the Combine forbade the use of mercenaries after what happened with the Wolf's Dragoons.
They do, but they willingly look the other way with the Alag, since they are indentured to the state. We at Comstar were even able to leverage this loophole during the War of 3039, to supplement the unit with our own assets during the war.
So, they are hypocrites.
Some might say. Although officially, the Combine claim that the Alag were grandfathered in before Takashi Kurita's decree forbidding mercenaries. Comstar has learned that their longtime commander, General Kent Gerber, was pulled out of retirement to retake command from his less experienced successor, Taisa Helen Cassidy. We also believe that they are currently being harbored by the residents of a coastal city known as Saint-Tropez, although where in the city, we do not know.
Then we will find out. By force. Cobalt, you will go to Saint-Tropez and demand answers of these laborers. If they resist, then the whole city shall be treated as enemy combatants aiding and abetting a hostile power. Do I make myself clear?
Neg, Star Colonel, from what I see here, this town is a coastal shipping center. Vital infrastructure in the eyes of the clan.
Af, if the laborers who live there are loyal to the clan and give the Alag up willingly, you will do what you can to preserve vital clan infrastructure. If not, you will treat them as traitors. Graf?
Af, Star Colonel.
Mia's gargoyles at 97, our executioners at 88. Mia is okay. Me, I need to swap out my executioner. There are some repair bays in this mission that I'm going to be doing, but they're very far between each other and there's some major battles. So I'm going to use one of my backup executioners, and the backups are using the stock loadout, which includes a Gauss rifle. I don't know what it is about this version of MechWarrior, but I remember the Gauss rifles being a lot better in all the other games. They were high-end, legendary weapons for mechs that generated very little heat and did amazing damage, and, in the hands of skilled mech warriors, could one-shot an enemy mech. The executioner loadout I was using gave me energy weapons and missiles, which is a good thing. So we're going to do the landing here and do the basic intro of this mission, and then that's going to be the end of this video. And then the next video next week is going to be the final part of the mission.
We are seeing heat signatures that show a high likelihood of mechs around the perimeter. Most likely ALAG affiliated.
We will investigate. also want to send out a message. Give their people a chance to stand down and let us deal with the ALAG.
Go ahead, Star Commander. But there are no second chances or mercy on offer.
Understood.
If you've been playing MechWarrior 5 Clans and haven't started to get creeped out by Commander Perez, this should definitely be the mission that lets you know there is something seriously wrong with this guy. Because what we're going to end up doing in this mission is just going to sit there and start to turn our own star on its head and reveal some secrets among the rest of the clan that they've been trying to keep hidden. But we're going to save that all for the next video, so thank you so much for watching, my little lambs, and I hope to see you again next time in the Digital Wonderlands.
Citizens of Saint-Tropez, I am Star Commander Jaden. We have received word that enemies of the clan are